Oh man, bro. The New York Giants have done more for me than some people in my own family. Man, by that we have Saquan Barkley. My goodness. Oh, and by the way, he also on my fantasy team, by the way. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugas, coming at y'all with another episode of Drop It Downs of Mr. Dugas. And tonight, man, I'm going to talk about tonight's NFC matchup as the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Los Angeles Rams 37-20 behind a career night and a record-setting night by Saquon Barkley. Before I get into this video, man, for anyone, if you want to drop a dollar on the Cash App, my Cash App information is down in the description box. Also, my social media information is down there. If you're a subscriber to the channel, greatly appreciate the love and support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you hit the bell notification button, subscribe button, like the video, and share with your folks. Also, I co-host a sports talk radio show every Sunday. That information is down in the description box as well. Man, before I get into all the amazing things, man, about what tonight is and about how I feel about this team going forward, before I did this video, I just found out we did have some bad news tonight, man. Uh, Brandon Graham, man, Eagle legend, and who had an amazing night tonight, man, has torn his triceps and is out for the year, yo. He's out for the rest of the season. He confirmed it himself. I seen the video. It sucks, man. It sucks because edge rusher is already a position we thin at. Look, though he's not been very productive, he's still a body. Bryce Huff is out for a while. Now Brandon Graham is out, man. And I mean, now you basically got to depend on, Josh Sweat and Nolan Smith. Josh Sweat has, and we scared to dodge the bullet because Sweat got hurt in this game, but he came back. So the edge rush thing is a real issue for us now, especially with Brandon Graham being out. So that's some bad news, man. But to the positives, man, what a night, man. Like, what a night by Saquon Barkley. Like, I tell people, man, this is the equivalent of a match made in heaven. You know, we laugh at Giants. Now, to be fair to Giants fans, yo, we laugh at them and we thank them for Saquon and all that stuff, but Saquon couldn't do this with them. Like, he couldn't do this. They didn't have the structure and the personnel to let him thrive like this. He didn't belong there. Like, the perfect place for him is the Philadelphia Eagles, not only with this dominant offensive line and Jeff Stoutland architecting it, but you also have the threat of a quarterback running with Jalen Hurts. You also got to worry about receivers like A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, though Devontae didn't play tonight. You got to worry about a tight end like Dallas Goedert. It's a lot of stuff you got to worry about. So, and then we just keep hitting you, and then bam, you get a 70-yard run. Oh, and then we go do a 70-yard run again. Like, I mean, he wouldn't have done this with them. So that, in fairness to the Giants, he wouldn't have done that with them. Like, he's in the perfect place. This is like when a man and a woman come together and get married, and they happily ever married ever after. They ain't nobody using nobody for this or for that. They sincerely love each other. This is like soulmates, man. Saquon Barkley and this organization are soulmates, man. You can't get a better match in heaven on a football field and then just similar to what Baltimore got with Derrick Henry and they running situation. Saquon Barkley is thriving, man. And this is the year of the running backs again with Saquon and Derrick Henry, as I think they're the top two candidates for MVP. We're going to see what Derrick Henry do in that stadium tomorrow night. But Saquon right now, man, he's the front runner of the MVP right now. I understand you got Josh Allen, Lamar, and all them, but right now, as we all go to bed tonight, Saquon Barkley is the MVP of the league, yo. Jalen was solid. Wasn't great, but he protected the ball. He didn't have to be. He made runs when he had to. He threw the ball efficiently when he had to. A.J. Brown was really good tonight. And like I said, besides Saquan Barkley on offense, the star of the show was the offensive line. The offensive line dominated this matchup, man. And then you flip over to the defensive side of the ball, man. Shout out to Vic Fangio. And I also want to thank the Miami Dolphins for not believing in Vic Fangio, because this defense, okay, the Rams moved the ball on us early with their first scripted plays with Sean McVay and all that. We got fortunate to force a fumble. Then they came back, got a touchdown. And after that, man, besides a bogus pass interference call on Isaiah Rodgers and a garbage time touchdown where we had backups out there and basically ran a prevent, the Rams scored 7 points. Like, the Rams basically scored with that quarterback, that play calling, those receivers, and that running back. We basically held that offense to 7 points, man. Look, Jaylen Carter, though he don't ain't gonna appear on the stat sheet, was dominant tonight with these double teams. Milton Williams was outstanding. And like I said, unfortunately, man, he's out now for the year. But before the injury, Brandon Graham was dominating this game. N'Kobe Dean and Bourne out there flying around. And shout out to the youngsters in the secondary again, man. They went up against some real professional wide receivers tonight in Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. And I feel like Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean held their own, man. Unfortunately, Slay got hurt, concussion, which means I think he's going to be out against Baltimore as well. But look, man, Jake made his kicks tonight, and look, and I gotta give credit where credit due, man. I thought Nick Sirianni was outstanding tonight. I thought this is the best game he coached all year because he took the points when the points presented itself. He challenged what he had to challenge. He worked the officials when it was time for him to work the officials. He celebrated with his team, but he didn't overdo it, like sometimes he do. Nick, I thought, did it, and he got this team on a West Coast trip. He got this team ready to play, man. I think Nick and his coaching staff is deserves a lot of credit. I know we drag on him when he does stupid things or fusses with fans and stuff like that. We got to applaud Nick Sirianni tonight for the amazing coaching job he's done lately, yo. I mean, besides Jacksonville with a couple of decisions, you know, and him, when the last time besides the Jacksonville game, there's no crazy decisions Nick Sirianni made. He's just coached a really good, well put together football team to dominate. And this team has been dominating, man. It's not like 2 years ago when we were dominating a bunch of bad teams, or like last year when we were barely winning games, but you've seen the defense had flaws. Yo, this is the most well put together team that we've had since Nick Sirianni been here and Jalen Hurts been the quarterback. Honestly, the biggest thing that scares me about this team is injuries. Yes, Jalen could have a game where he turn over the ball. Yes, Nick could have a game where he make bonehead decisions. Yes, especially now, the lack of depth at edge rusher could come back to bite us if we go up against QBs we can't get pressure on without blitzing. Those are some factors we got to factor in. But ultimately, the number one thing that scares me, that puts fear in this team to me, is potential of injury. Other than that, if we healthy and other teams are healthy, and we don't beat ourselves basically with those turnovers and stupid coaching decisions, I don't see nobody beating this team. Like, if we healthy and we don't beat ourselves, man, it's surprising for us to lose to anybody at this point. And yes, that includes the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, that's just when I look at this team, I look at the talent on this team. I look at the coaching this team has. I mean, look, man, sky's the limit for us, man. We just got to pray we stay healthy, but the sky's the limit, man. What a performance tonight. What a ride we've been on. And what a player Saquon Barkley is, man. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content of my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.